What is going on, baseball fans and Mets fans? Definitely, we're going to get into this video about Pete Alonso. And will the Mets extend Pete Alonso to an extension? So we'll definitely get into it, guys. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe. We're going to go over some scenarios, definitely some contracts. And, you know, we're going to talk about Pete Alonso, what type of player he is, what does he bring to the table, and all of that jazz. So definitely, guys, let's get into this video. Pete Alonso, you know, you really know Pete Alonso as, you know, a guy that has the most power in the league. This guy has so much power, you know, definitely he is a two-time All-Star. He is a Rookie of the Year in 2019. Definitely in 2019, he hit 53 home runs, had 120 RBIs. That just says so much about Pete Alonso. Definitely in his first year, he had 53 home runs, 120 RBIs, a batting average of 260. So he had a really great year, definitely in 2019. Now, definitely, guys, two-time All-Star, you know, Rookie of the Year, and he also has won the Home Run Derby 2 times. So, listen, Pete Alonso, what he brings to the table is power. He brings so much power. He has some lights-out power. He can hit the ball. He can pull the ball. He can hit the ball to all fields. Definitely, he is not just a power hitter, though. He's just overall a good hitter. You know, yeah, man. Let's get into overall his 2020 season. And, you know, that was a shortened season. And, you know, he had a batting average of 231. He hit 16 home runs. He had 35 RBIs. And then in 2021, you know, we got back to the normalcy. And, you know, definitely he played in 152 games. And he hit 37 home runs and 94, you know, had 94 RBIs. So, but in 2022, man, you know, definitely he had, like, I would say probably the quietest 40 home runs, literally, that, you know, a guy could have. Definitely 40 home runs and, you know, had 131 RBIs. You know, he did strike out 128 times. So, you know, it was less than definitely 2019 when he struck out 183. So, look, he had a batting average at the end of the day of 2022. He had a batting average of 271. So, listen. He had a very, very good year, you know. Yeah, man. Pete Alonso brings so much to the table. Not just his offense. Definitely, you know, a guy that has been, you know, criticized for his defense. And, you know, he's been working on his defense every single year. Always works on his defense. And he has, you know, over the years made some really good plays. You know, he's gotten better at defense. So, listen. I love Pete Alonso. I love what he brings to the table. He doesn't just bring power. He doesn't just bring defense. He's overall, you know, a leader guy, you know, a leader. He's a leader in the clubhouse. You know, he's a guy that you want to hear from. He's a guy that you're confident in. He's a guy that, you know, gives back to the community, gives back to charity. You know, definitely what he did in, you know, the home run derby, you know, he gave back to his, you know, his charity. So listen, Pete Alonso, guys, you know, is at the age of 28 years old at the moment. You know, definitely he will be a free agent. Definitely in 2024. After the 2024 season, he's going to be a free agent. You know, overall, guys, the Mets have money. It's not like they don't have money. So, you know, they just extended Jeff McNeil. So why not extend Pete Alonso? Why not give Pete Alonso at least, we're going to talk about, you know, some different scenarios, but definitely from MLB.com's John Morosi, you know, definitely his extension for Pete Alonso was 8 years and $200 million to lock up Alonso. And definitely, what's it called? Pete Alonso wants to get a better deal than Matt Olson. You know, I know he definitely does. And, you know, MLB reporters have said that, yes, he wants to have a better deal than Matt Olson. You know, let's talk about another former Mets GM, and that's Jim Duquette. You know, definitely SNY insider. You know, $240 million extension for Pete Alonso for 8 years. That sounds like a great deal to me. Honestly, Pete Alonso, at the end of the 2024 season, he's going to be 30 years old. He'll probably be 30 years old or 31. So, listen, 8 years, definitely around the $200 million mark. I like the deal. I think that Pete Alonso definitely deserves at least 8 years of commitment from the New York Mets. Not only that, you know, he's been consistent. He's been their best power hitter. just what he brings to the table. You got to lock up Alonso. You know, they locked up Jeff McNeil, but you got to lock up Alonso. Because if you do not lock up Alonso before this 2024 season, I'll tell you this, guys, he's going to go into free agency. And, you know, it will be like a scenario that, you know, the Yankees had with Aaron Judge. You know, he's going to get his money. You know, Aaron Judge had a great year. Pete Alonso had a great year as well. But Pete Alonso is going to be very motivated if he doesn't get a Mets contract extension, definitely before 2024. He's going to be very motivated in his walk year to have an amazing year, have a great year. And at the end of the day, you want Pete Alonso as your first baseman. But if you do not want to take the risk of free agency, I don't want to see Pete Alonso in free agency of 2020 after the 2024 season. I really don't want to see that. You know, let me know what you guys think about Pete Alonso. What you guys think about Pete Alonso? What you guys think about the contract scenarios? Definitely 8 years. I like the deal because, you know, he's 30 years old. Yes, it will be 8 years. You know, you will pay him all the way up to he's 38. You know, Pete Alonso is definitely a guy that plays first base right now, but he's a guy that can DH. So 8 years is a lot of years for Pete Alonso, but at this day and age, this is what these contracts are going for. You know, Aaron Judge, you know, got that amazing contract at the age of 31, you know, from the Yankees. So, listen, I think that the Mets need to extend Pete Alonso, and they need to do it before the 2024 season. This guy just brings so much to the table. You know, definitely 2022, he had a great year. I really think he had a really good year. 40 home runs, 131 RBIs. You know, he was their power guy. He's really always going to be their power guy. He's the guy that you want in scenarios. You know, he's a guy that you want, you know, bases loaded, you know, 2 outs, 2 strikes. You want Pete Alonso up there because he has the ability to hit you a grand slam, the ability to hit you a home run, the ability to get you a good hit. So I love Pete Alonso. I love what he brings to the table. And I think definitely the Mets should extend Pete Alonso before this 2024 season. And I don't know if Pete Alonso has given them a window, you know, or has given them a deadline that he's not going to, you know, want to talk after the 2023 season. And but I say this, man, the sooner you do it, the better, because you want Pete Alonso to stay with the New York Mets. You want the core of Pete Alonso, Jeff McNeil. You want these guys, Brett Beatty. You want these guys to stay in the Mets system and overall bring you a championship. And yeah, that's what you want at the end of the day. We want the Mets to have a championship. That's what we want. So, man, I love Pete Alonso. I really do. I can't really say much about Pete Alonso. He's just a great guy. What he brings to the table, just a leader, just a really good guy, very focused. You know, his demeanor, just really great. You can't say much. You can't say anything else about Pete Alonso because he's just a great guy. He's a great bat. He's a great, you know, he's not the best defensive first baseman, but he's gotten way better, you know, over the years. So hats off to Pete Alonso. I think definitely, man, you deserve a big contract from the New York Mets. And, you know, we will see what happens. Will the Mets extend Pete Alonso? You know, we will see what happens. But yeah, man, if you enjoyed the video, definitely leave a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And yeah, I love you guys so much. I appreciate you guys. This has been All Things Mets Media, where you get your latest Mets media. Anything you need to know about the Mets news, Mets reports, everything you need to know about the Mets, this is where you get it on this channel. Yeah, man, I love you guys so much. Stay blessed, and I love GM for life.